Welcome to the Wrestle for Real podcast, Monday Night Raw post show, September 8th, 2025. Got Stan with me, got Spook with me tonight. Run down this show, man. See what we got going, man. See how everybody feel about tonight's show. Please don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate all the support we've been getting thus far. So we just want to keep that going. We're going to keep pushing this content out and keep having fun. And talking about Monday Night Raw and the do's and don'ts and the please don't agains and all that good stuff. Per usual, Monday Night Raw opened with some promos. Jimmy and Jay Uso sort of coming back together for Jay's normal entrance through the crowd. They was interrupted pretty quickly by Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, the Bronze Brownies, or whatever they officially calling themselves. But not really too much here. I feel like this was really just to set up the main event that we ended up having. LA Knight did come out, get involved. Things got a little physical. LA Knight and Jey Uso still trying to figure out if they're gonna be friends, enemies, or frenemies. Jimmy is playing Peacemaker right now. So just basically what we typically get from the Vision, that whole crew. I think we're moving slowly towards the Usos and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and I don't know what that means for LA Knight. But what you thought about this opening segment, Stan, with these guys, man? What you?
It wasn't bad. Of course, it was to set up a match, which I kind of felt like was coming anyway, since they've been teasing about the brothers getting back together. I don't know, if it's just a one-off thing or what, but it leaves me intrigued to see their match coming up though with the four of them.
Yeah, man. That's we kind of see where that's going. Did they announce that for WrestlePalooza?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, so we do got that team for WrestlePalooza. Kind of leaving out my boy, man. What you think? What does this mean for our LA Knight? Spook? What? I don't know. He's the only one that's come out of that fatal four way and kind of looking a little lost right now.
Yeah, he gonna be sitting on the sideline this event, man. I mean, I don't know who his opponent can be, but yeah, he might just have to sit this one out, man. I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah, I mean, unless they get a fourth member by the time next week, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I doubt it. They introduce anybody else right now.
yeah. He hasn't. I don't know what they're doing with him right now. CM Punk and Seth Rollins are still going at each other. And then the LA, I mean not LA Knight, Jey Uso has got his brother in his tag match coming up. So I hope LA Knight don't get lost in the shuffle again because he's notorious for getting lost at times. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna be able to do with him, but it's looking like it might be after WrestlePalooza. I feel like it would have been a good stage for him to talk and do his promo work and sort of go into some sort of match, man. I think it's a missed opportunity to help further someone who I think can be a star, or at least in that top upper echelon, man. I mean, if Drew McIntyre could be up there, I definitely think LA Knight could be right there as well. So, but that was setting up the main event, setting up the tag match. So they were setting up a couple of things, neither of which we're going to see if LA Knight benefits from any of it. After that, we got to our first match of the night, AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano. In this match, we saw another Americano, and then we saw Dragon Lee. I ain't going to lie, when I first saw Dragon Lee, I thought it was another Americano. I was like, I mean, I started getting confused. Mask fatigue, man. I'm like, what's going on? Is that okay? I'm glad Michael Cole helped me out with that one. I was like, man, I don't know what's happening right now. This other Americano seems a little smaller, man. But I mean, overall, it was a really good match. Prior to the antics starting to show up, always AJ Styles. I don't did El Grande have a match these last 2 weeks on Raw?
No, I don't think so.
mm-mm.
He had a match, so it's been a couple weeks at least since he's been on TV. The
I mean,
last
he's
time,
probably in Mexico.
yeah, he has been doing some stuff over there, which they've been primarily building him to kind of go over there, kind of sending somebody over there that could help get some eyes over there. So he's been on that type of time. But yeah, they just had some antics with this one. It was okay. AJ Styles ended up winning with the Styles Clash. I don't know, man. You think they can do more Spook with the El Grande character here, or is this really got to have to just move way more exclusively to AAA?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, because he was doing good. Well, I mean, when there was supposedly Chad Gable, he was doing good over
Well,
here. I
he was
mean,
doing better here.
yeah, yeah, the supposed Chad Gable, but the new El Grande. I guess today, I guess get some type of reveal or some type of match with all of them involved.
Hmm.
I can't really say. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to say as far as which mainstream he need to be on, which is Raw or either AAA. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It just they need to figure out something with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, the whole little plot and twist that they had going on was developing pretty well, man. Until you know they just stopped the whole little fiasco. So what I'm saying, it's kind of hard to say which division he should be on though.
Yeah, yeah, like he was saying, Stan, that Chad seems done better in the States. And then I guess we're saying Kaiser has been doing better in AAA.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, but what do you do with this at this point? Like I mean, there's obviously some third guy because there's no way that guy is Chad.
Yeah,
He
nah.
definitely looks
Nah,
small.
they I think they're stalling until Chad gets, because remember, we haven't really seen the Creed brothers on TV
Yeah,
either.
yeah, yeah.
So they're like stalling till Chad is clear, and then we'll get like Chad as Grande Americano and Creed brothers versus Kaiser as Grande Americano and his two guys, which I still feel like his two guys are Tyler Bate and Bruiserweight. His name left, but I feel like those are his two guys. So
Pete
I think they're
Dunne.
just stalling right now. Yeah, Pete Dunne. I think they're stalling
But
until
who are these two guys you speaking of? Where they come from?
I feel like Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne are like, cause was it about
Well, they
three,
came from
four?
NXT and they haven't had a good main roster run. Like
Yeah,
they was real heavy in NXT, and then was it like the NXT was doing like a Europe thing or something?
yeah. It was NXT
Yeah,
UK, and
yeah.
then when they came over to NXT, they were solid. But when they came up, of course, that's when Vince was still running. So it really was. I mean, even now, it's kind of like I feel like Tyler Bate has been decent, but Bruiserweight, man, he got the raw end of the stick. They had him calling him Butch.
Mm-hmm,
He was like walking around like he was an uncontrollable dog. It
mm-hmm,
was sad. But I feel like those are Kaiser's two henchmen. Cause the height matches,
mm-hmm.
and those are the only two short guys that I feel like are doing that's not doing nothing else at the moment.
Yeah.
So
I mean, where do they put these guys? Like, are they going to be able to thrive on the main roster? Do they need to go to AAA? I don't know. It feels like there's room, but then it feels like it's not.
yeah.
Nah, it ain't no room on the main roster.
It's real. It's strange. It's like because I think we got two or three segments that involve the Kabuki Warriors almost backstage, like not even really doing anything. Like I feel like we kept going back to that, like before their match and then after their match.
Yeah.
I'm like, is there not enough time to say, okay, let's get these other guys out here that can do something that can go.
Yeah, because the women's tag division it's kind of I
The
don't know.
whole women's division on Raw is just bad right now. It's bad. I mean, there's people that we individually like, but when you look at,
Yeah.
you got to have two screaming segments in the back. You got Nikki Bella, and I like Nikki Bella, but Nikki's losing to everybody. She's just, she's just there. You know,
Yeah, when that match tonight, when I seen her losing, I said, yeah, this is not it for her, man.
I'm kind of shocked she back full time. Honestly, I'm not
she
going.
has nothing to do. This is what happens when you get to a stage in your life where you like, you know what, I really ain't got nothing else to do.
And it's almost like I don't know if they feel like the women that are in NXT aren't ready, because some of them are, and that could really help out both women's rosters. I mean, NXT the women's division is crowded because they're not bringing nobody up. Lash, I feel like can come up. Jada Parker, she can. I mean, it's just
They
like they
brought up
just
the last round was Julia, Stephanie, and Roxanne.
yeah. Then
The problem is if you bring
and
in
Kiana James came over though. and nobody even.
She was at the same time as him.
Uh huh. Because
Oh,
she's like not Kiana James. Wait, yeah, Kiana James. She's Julia's manager right
I
now.
thought she was came up before them though, and then went missing,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
got
So
back.
that
I
that
don't know,
might be what it is.
but I
So
don't think it was
why they can't just create a show for them like on Sunday, like to keep it going?
the women.
Yeah, like a couple hours in the middle of the day, or you know what I'm saying?
Well, they used to when they was doing the 1 hour for NXT. I thought that was some of the best NXT they had. Like when they had to get through that 1 hour and everybody was just it was all gas, as Jacob would say. It was like the best at that time. I think now they're gonna have an issue with whoever they bring up, whether it's Jada, Lash, Kalani, Soul Ruka, because they're so I don't know. It just feels crowded on the main roster. It's just not crowded in the right way. It's not being booked
Yeah.
right, and a way that's very interesting. Um, I mean, we had the backstage segment with him basically saying we're not even going to do a contract signing with Stephanie and Io Sky. Like they don't even care. He's like that's just a waste. We don't need to do it. And I thought it diminished the title when he did that. I thought it really like because you would never hear them say that for any really almost any time. Almost
No.
any title. If there's a contract signing, they normally go through with it. So for them to just be like, Stephanie hasn't been wrestling, barely been on TV. When she was yelling. Can't say I understood her. Io's always yelling. Can't say I understand her. Oscar and Kyrie's always yelling. Don't know what they talking about. And then Rhea just pop up with her chest out, and it's like, what's happening over here? You know, what's going on? So I don't think that as much as we want to see those women go to the main roster, if they do, they may have to get rid of somebody. They may have to do a round of some cuts.
So it's like the same. It's almost like it's the same women in the same picture. Like nothing's getting freshened up. The main title picture is the same women, and
Mhm.
then for Becky's Intercontinental title, it's like it's still like Bailey hanging around there. I mean, maybe like AJ Lee, but it's like the same women
So what's going on with Bailey? What are we doing? What's going on?
right now. I feel like she's doing that old school Victoria, Randy Orton type. I hear voices in my head type thing. I don't know if this character comes back. Whenever the payoff, if she's like a crazy heel, like I don't know. I don't know what they got going on. It's like interesting to see, but I want to know like what's coming. You know what I mean?
I
Because
think
the
I hate to say it, but I think one of these we got to do some cuts. We got to do some cuts in this women's division. I mean, there was a time where I felt like Bailey was very MVP level because she was on SmackDown, she was on Raw, she went to NXT. Like she was really helping out, and that kind of burnt out. It kind of went away. I wouldn't want Bailey to go, but I wouldn't be mad if she did. I wouldn't be mad if one of the three between Kyrie, Io, and Asuka went. I think we only need one of them. I mean, they feel so similar. I think Asuka. I always thought she was the best of them. Some people may say Io, but I don't think anybody says Kyrie Sane. So maybe we could just free up a spot. Maybe just we two of them could bring in the whole continent of Asia, and I think that's enough. We get rid of Bailey, let her go. We get rid of Raquel. I don't know what audience Raquel brings.
well
Raquel
TKO
comes to the
they gonna
ring
do.
like the You remember how Arnold Schwarzenegger be dressed in Terminator before he turned into Terminator? That's how Raquel comes dressed. Like she brings in no audience, man. She's so dry. Like we can move on. And realistically, if Liv comes back, she's going to be feuding with Roxanne. Not, yeah, Roxanne, and maybe at this point, an AJ Lee. But there's no need for her to fight Raquel, man. Let it go. And that way we can get a Jada. We could possibly see what Lash can do. I think Soul Ruka's the one I have my money on. But
Yeah,
there's Jordan Grace, who was already had a running because she did the Royal Rumble, right? It was Royal Rumble, right? Yeah, so she's already had a running with the main roster. But there's no way you can bring them up and they're not gonna get lost in the shuffle. It's just no.
because I feel like the women that are there now, I feel like if those girls whenever those girls from NXT, women from NXT do come up, it's gonna make it very, very interesting because a lot of them can wrestle and a lot of them have charisma.
Mhm.
So it's like Valkyria when she came up, she can wrestle, but she never had like that it
Yeah,
factor.
stage presence.
Yeah, she just never had the charisma. But it's like the girls that are coming up, it's gonna be very interesting when whenever that happens
Yeah,
on both
I think that's
rosters.
why they hesitating. I think that they really know like they're gonna get lost. Like we could want it for those we want to see, but they're gonna get lost in the shuffle because they're booking the Kabuki Warriors and EO real heavy. Obviously, they want to get Rhea in there. They want to do Judgment Day every couple of segments a night. So that's Roxanne and Raquel. And Becky is so above the women. She's slapping men now. Like she's out of the division. She's in the men's division now. Like she had to move on from this division. There's no one for Becky.
Yeah, it's no the only person left for her to fight is AJ Lee. Like, and it made perfect sense for them to start doing that because she beat everyone that
Mm-hmm.
they put in front of her for that title, and you don't want her going against one of the women in the main title picture because you don't want them to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So, what better person than to bring in AJ Lee? It
Is
was
there a more
perfect.
relevant title in the women's division than the title Becky had?
Not right now because it's about to be the two of the biggest names in your recent company's history
Mm-hmm.
are going to end up fighting for that title 1-on-1 with Becky Lynch and AJ Lee, and that's going to be crazy.
And they probably need AJ Lee to win just to freshen up Becky, just to put her back on the chase. They probably need her to do that because if she beats AJ, her next opponent is going to have to be CM Punk. Like who else is going to be left? She,
Nah, she can face Rox. She can face AJ Lee's daughter, man, Roxanne.
I mean, we're not going to expect Rox to get it. Rox got to get away from Judgment Day and all that stuff. But
I think that's coming. Now
yeah,
that that's coming. It's gonna be a slow, but all that's coming now that the landscape has changed and AJ is back, and whenever Liv gets back, it's gonna be interesting because yeah,
yeah, Becky is she's just on another level. I feel like she's out talking them. I feel like she's outperforming them. I feel like she's more. I feel like in these last few weeks, Becky has gotten herself in that conversation with Charlotte Flair to me. Like she just looks so much beyond all of these women. She just does. She tried to help get Lyra up, but Lyra more so, I don't know that she benefited much from all of that. Lyra's kind of on that Bailey path, but she didn't have the Bailey fanfare that Bailey had coming out of NXT and going to the main roster. But she's kind of like that, where she just looks like she can never be a heel. She's overly friendly. She's really nice, but she's coming across like that, and I don't know if it's going to really work for her because she can be angry. I
I
just
don't
don't.
know. I think the heel turn's coming.
Yeah, we'll
It's
see.
gonna be set up with Bailey.
But they
I
got
think
they
that's
got
why
to
they're
do
doing
something.
this.
They got to do something with this women's division. It's just not interesting. I mean, you got WrestlePalooza and you got Io Sky going against Stephanie Backhurst. Spook, just out of curiosity, how forward are you looking to for that match? He
Man,
doesn't care. Doesn't care. Well, it doesn't matter to him. I probably just reminded him they was actually having a match.
That's the
I,
only women's match too so far.
I mean,
Well,
it should have just let what's her name kept the belt till she come back. You know what I'm saying?
look, man, when you go to ESPN, this is a TKO thing. And I think there's a different side of the roster between TKO, the main WWE, which is Triple H, and with the IWC one on the internet. I feel like if you're gonna go TKO, this is the big stars. This is the big stuff. You need to and look, Jade can't wrestle, but she has a look. Tiffany Stratton has both, in my opinion.
And that's on Friday.
What?
That match on Friday.
Right, they giving that
It's
away.
on Friday.
That's something that a casual viewer can be scrolling and say, let me check out what they doing on this wrestling show and see Tiffany and Jade in there and go, let me watch this a little bit more. Or even I'd say Rhea Ripley. The rest of them, they're not really.
Yeah,
It's gonna
because
be a little rough. Becky,
Io and Stephanie, that's
Charlotte.
for us.
Yeah, it's a few of them that I think can cross over to that mainstream audience, and I just don't think Stephanie and Io is that. I mean, none of them could even. You're gonna think you're watching like New Japan versus Triple A. Like you know, the casual eyes is probably gonna keep moving if that's the match they come in on. So I'm not sure about that one. I don't know how they came to that, but I would have featured Jade heavy. She would have been on ESPN all week. She would have been doing promos all week. Like it would have been perfect for Jade just to have that look. Now whoever faces her is gonna go beat her, but she would have been out there doing the heavy lifting on the promo. Or even Tiffany Stratton, she has a good look as well. I mean, Chelsea Green has a good look, and I can tell by Unreal they were trying to push her. Something is just not connecting, but you know, she might even been a better fit, at least from a look perspective, to draw in someone at WrestlePalooza. But she's I don't know about this match at WrestlePalooza, and then they're not hyping it up. They literally just canceled the whole thing, and then you know, just kept it moving. So we don't have Bianca Belair. Obviously, that would have been another big one, but she's out right now. Even Naomi had a chance to draw some attention, but we don't have her right now. So it's just not a lot of them that they could have put in that spot. I think that Io Sky versus Stephanie is a very Triple H WWE kind of match. I don't think it has that big match feel like a TKO match would. I think that's where Brock Lesnar and John Cena comes into play, where that's that big one where they know they can catch everybody's attention. So, but yeah, the women's division got some work. AJ is going to freshen it up, but we'll see how long her feud lasts with Becky Lynch. Becky definitely needed some help here because her title is going to be more important than whoever wins the actual Raw Women's Championship, which they have basically not cared about since Naomi left to go get some epidurals in the back and give birth. So we're gonna see how this goes, man. We got after that we had that was Lyra and Raquel. Like again, you know, definitely someone from Judgment Day is gonna be featured. I do like seeing Lyra out there. I think she has potential to be one of them ones. It's just gonna take some time. It's gonna take her doing something a little different. She may have to cross over pretty soon here. This match ended with Raquel got the pinfall, if I'm not mistaken, on the Tahama bomb or something. I forget what they called her move. But Raquel picked up a victory. Good for her. What you thought about this one, Stan, man? Lyra and Raquel, man. Did it get you any more interested in Lyra doing anything moving forward?
And I was kind of shocked that Lyra lost. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that she was gonna get the win here. So
Hmm.
it does. I mean, if she strings a couple losses, I do wonder if they're gonna have her reach that breaking point. So I feel like this is what they're going to now, which is fine. I just want to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
So I guess she faced Roxanne next. They can run that back, lose again, and
Hmm.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, she got her match, but not something people were too interested in, man. Then we had AJ Lee and come out and cut a promo. Obviously interrupted by Becky Lynch, and soon come Seth Rollins, and then soon come CM Punk. So they was definitely setting up the match for WrestlePalooza. I was about to say AJ Styles, AJ Lee, and CM Punk versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. So I mean, it's a good use for the couples, the married couples. This story kind of writes itself, so it's great. Um, we just got to see. AJ came out and reminded me that I didn't really care for her promo skills. Um, I was like, you know, maybe you should
Hey
have.
man, it's been like 10 years. She hella nervous, man. Give her a pass.
Man, she looked like what the average woman would do if she just got in the wrestling ring tomorrow. Like, just be
Oh yeah,
super giggly, like, oh my, like, do I talk over them? Like, she just looked like she wasn't able to handle the crowd. Like, she didn't soak it in, but she didn't get on top of it either. Like, she
yeah.
just
She
kind of,
was just nervous.
yeah, it just which is surprising. I can't say I expected that.
Remember, like back when she was going, she was really the Vince really started letting her talk a lot. She was one of the main ones that was like talking a lot because all the other women they just had blonde hair and that was
Yeah, she has a different feisty and a different energy, and that's what really is the best part about her. I don't know that her promos was something everybody was clamoring over, but it definitely didn't feel like that. It was positive. She talked about mental health and things of that nature, but crazy is her superpower. So I don't know how much mental health you can promote if crazy is supposed to be your superpower. But Becky came out, and I was just like, man, when I heard Becky's music, I was like, good, just she's gonna AJ, just get out the ring. Don't say nothing to her. Like they can't hang with Becky. They just cannot hang with her. I think it just makes them look very average. Had the title on for, I mean, why do you have the championship? Like, how did this happen? She's still wearing the title. It was just a little strange initially. As everyone else came out, it picked up a little bit. It got a little better. I didn't think AJ needed to do much here, but she did talk her talk, and it didn't lead to too much physicality. But Becky is, she is holding it down, man. She's really helping to make AJ Lee look a lot better. Somebody said Dragon Lee is her brother. Um, but she Lee is Becky is making this very interesting. Her and Seth Rollins doing their heel work, man. What you thought about this segment, Spook, man? What you thought about this whole thing?
I mean, it was a nice little segment, man. You know what I'm saying? I like how to, like you said, the little husband wife duo coming out together, man, and hyping that up, man. Friday had me turned up, when everything
Mm-hmm.
dropped, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I was, I got the little excited. The night was kind of like a little chill night, it wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
too exciting like you were saying. It was just, they basically just introducing, AJ back to the crowd, back to the, the whole WWE. So, it wasn't too turned up, man. They could have did a little bit better, man, to kind of hype it up like they did Friday, but I guess it's a start, man. We'll see what happened next Monday right before WrestlePalooza, to kind of keep hyping it up. So, I mean, like I said, it was a good little promo, I like
Yeah.
them Self had on, though, man. I like them shoes Self had on.
What he had on some like some Seth Rollins shoes or what he had?
Yeah.
Some Air Force boots, I think. Whatever, like some Air Force boots.
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't even noticed, man. They so loud together. I mean, it's they outfits are just. I mean,
Well, Self is over the top, man. And, Becky had to add to it, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
I mean,
even Friday she had on an outfit Friday, and I was like, Becky did not used to dress like this. Like she had on like the little orange fur, and then she had on it was these white and orange like Jordan threes. It was a women's release, and I was like, yo, Becky. Seth started dressing her. Becky did not dress like this.
but Becky got a nice shoe game, though. She done came out there with some exclusives on,
I
foot.
know, but it's been like recently. She went like this back.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
That
Her husband got to spice her up, man, and make her look, match his fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, he the GOAT, man. When he came out with those big red boots a couple years back, I was like, you
Oh
got
man,
it, bro.
that was stupid, man. I remember when he had them on.
He the GOAT, man.
Becky is just above all of these women, man.
But it ain't nobody fresher than what's his name, man. When he was in the game, man, Enzo. And fresher than Enzo, man. He had every exclusive shoes that came out, man, every Monday night, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we've had once you start getting to a certain level, man, and you can cross over in your outfits and how you dress, man, it only helps, man. And some more people may need to try to do that, man. Find other ways to connect to the audience because being in the ring, talking on the mic, it just might not be getting you there right now. So they may want to start looking into what's hot and what's trending out here, and see what's going on. But Becky Lynch, this whole thing, I'm interested to see what they do with AJ Lee because it's always easy to kind of get that pop, but it's like, okay, once this round is over, how much longevity is this going to have? Is this something that's really going to be able to last, Stan, or is this what you thinking about this segment and what they might be able to do moving forward?
I think like after this, I feel like it is because there's a list of like women who I would love to see her wrestle, and I know that they would want to wrestle her. Of course, Roxanne, of course, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss. Those are the first three because those are the three that I feel like were just like her. Like they tailor made their style towards her. And then even like her and Io, her and Asuka, like Rhea, it's a lot. So she has granted she was one of the best when she did it 10 years ago, but all the women now looked up to her, so they all have her style. They all like they all the women wrestlers now are like crazy compared to what they were 10 years ago. So it's like I'm just hoping that when she does like finish her program with Becky and Seth, that she can like keep up. That's my biggest fear. That I don't, because I mean she's a legend in that game. She revolutionized, and I don't want her to look like she lost a step. Like Trish had some matches and she was able to like look pretty good. Nikki had some matches and we're like, why is she here? So it's just like, AJ Lee, if she goes against those other women, I want to, and I think that's why her first time is going to be with her husband and with Becky, so they can like bring her along.
A lot of smoke and mirrors they can use for that one.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good. But I
Yeah,
mean,
she's definitely got some potential that wasn't around. I think it's been 10 years now. Wasn't
yeah,
around.
she wasn't just sitting at home chilling. I mean, she a year older than I am, but she's still in shape. I mean, she had a six pack. So,
She was doing like a all women's wrestling promotion at one
hmm
point.
yeah,
So I don't know how if she ever got in the ring, but she might have at least been training with them. Or but some people are just small. She might be one that just can't gain weight. And it's a little easier to kind of manage it and at least have that look. But once she get in that ring, she
uh,
started looking like Jade Cargill. I'm gonna say something. Like once she get in that ring, she
stop
might get
being
exposed,
gas.
man. Like Jade looked like $10 million.
She
She
look
get in that
gas, man.
ring, everything be just she. I'm like, man, they need an oxygen tank or something for her. I don't know what's going on with her, man. Once she marries the two, once she marries that look with her ability in the ring, Jade to truly be that star, man. Hopefully when it'll definitely be a good look. So we're gonna see if they're able to keep this AJ Lee momentum, man. It's real easy to get that shock and that.
Yeah,
She's coming with CM Punk against Becky Lynch, who's definitely going to be able to protect her. Rollins, who I think is the go-to, man. I think he's the man. I think he's the go-to guy. I think he's been the MVP. I posted something earlier with him, like The Rock came back to wrestle after 11 years, Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes came back 6 years, Seth Rollins. CM Punk came back 9 years, Seth Rollins. Like, he's the guy. Even AJ Lee coming back after 10 years. It's still something to do with Seth Rollins.
yeah,
So it's like he's that dude, man. Like I think for some reason, because of Roman Reigns and because of, CM Punk's big name, and then you got the Brock Lesnar's coming in and out and John Cena on the fairway. So we just forget that Seth has been that guy. When it's time to have a big match, call Seth Rollins. He's had the two of the best cash-ins in Money in the Bank history. He's just don't really miss out there. So I think he's going to make sure everything goes according to plan because not for nothing, he's got to kind of protect CM Punk too. They say 10 years ago, Punk has got some age on him. Seth is holding him up a little bit. He's
no,
holding him
Seth.
up.
I earlier say Seth is like the closest thing to this current generation's Shawn Michaels, and I
Mhm.
mean, I can see that as
Well, I think
far as
Triple
like,
H sees that, and that's why he pushes him the way that he does.
huh?
I think Triple H sees that, and
Yeah,
that's why he pushes him the way that he does.
yeah. 20 years from now, Seth Rollins is gonna be like the for WWE.
He's going to get all his credit on the back end. He's not going to get it in real time. He's going to get it all on the back end.
It's because he's constantly there, which is crazy. I feel
Yeah.
like if he would take 2 years off and come back, then like, oh man. But since he's always there. Like if
Mm,
he wake up and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go hit the Indies for a couple years,
mm,
and then come back, watch everybody be like, oh man, Seth, you the goat, bro.
hmm Yeah, because even when he was in the Shield, he slowly became the best guy. He slowly became that guy when he was a part of the Shield, man. So it's like he's been doing this for so long, so consistently that we've almost taken it for granted. It feels too normal. Part of what makes Roman Reigns the superstar that he is the fact that he's gone a lot. You got a lot of chance to miss him. Same thing with Brock Lesnar coming back. John Cena's looked more normal because he's been around more during his farewell tour, but he still looks bigger because he hasn't been around in so long and he's got all these newer opponents that he hasn't been facing. So even He has to freshen it up. So I think Seth's gonna get it on the back end, man. But he's that guy, man. So hopefully they can keep going with AJ Lee. We had Penta versus Rusev, which started backstage in a segment. These guys may be up next for Dominic Mysterio's title. And that led to a match in the ring, which I thought was okay. New Day got involved. I thought they got Penta away from New Day, and here they come. They show right back up, man. And this match, and I was just like, and then Grayson Waller, man. And I don't see color, but man, he really stands out next to because these guys are dark skinned. So like he looks so white next to these guys. Like it's just like, man, this just doesn't even look right, man. The aesthetic is off. Like it's just like what is happening here? Like, did we not have nothing else for Grayson Waller to do? It
No,
just
man.
looked good, man. And they messing with Penta. I don't know what that means for Rusev moving forward, who was able to get the victory in this match. If I'm not, Rusev did win this one.
Yeah.
With their help. So I don't even know what he's going to do. At this point, just throw Rusev in New Day. I mean, we clearly don't care about it looking good. Let's just, let's get a big, what is he, Russian or Bulgarian? Let's get him in there and, let's just mix it all the way up, man. But Penta's got a long way to go, man, to figure this one out, man. What you thought about this whole segment, this match there?
The backstage segment, I thought it was pretty. It was a little funny how um GM Grab Daddy, he decided to throw that little for the first time ever, knowing gun well that they faced off when they were over in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
But now the match, I felt like it could have been better. I mean, it was some moments in there when they were like, "Oh man, it's great," but there was some moments where it was just like, New Day still doing their thing, trying to get the Mexican Destroyer band, so they just gonna hang around for whatever reason. Even though, I mean, well, he didn't beat Xavier Woods, but he beat the other two, so it's just like, what are we doing here?
Well, I think the best part of the segment describes what we're doing here. When Penta said, "You don't love Penta," I was like, because that's how I feel like, what are you doing with this guy? Like, you must not love him. So when he said that, I was like, yo, that felt real, man. He was like, Penta come here, everybody love Penta. You don't love Penta. I was like, it's kind of right, man. Like, what y'all been doing with this guy? You got him wrestling with New Day. Now you got him for no reason arguing and fighting with Rusev. I mean, what you thought of this, Spook, man? What you thought of this whole segment and match?
I really didn't pay much to this segment.
I didn't think you did.
I'm not even gonna play.
I didn't
Yeah,
think you did, man.
it was
Yeah,
like
you
a
don't love
weird
Penta.
night, man. It
Come
was a
on,
weird
man.
night
Nobody
tonight.
love
It
Penta.
really, it really was. The night was really, really weird, man.
Like
Like
it was a lot of stuff
I, I
going
was
on.
trying to get into it, man. I couldn't relate tonight, man. I was just playing my game on my. I couldn't. I didn't. The only thing I felt the little AJ and when she came out there, but like I said, it wasn't that pop like Friday. I know she was just doing the introduction, trying to get herself back out there. The night was, like Sam was saying, the night was off. It wasn't. It didn't quite curl all the way tonight, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like it
couldn't
was
get.
a lot of stuff going on, but it wasn't a lot of like substance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could.
They was just like, let's go out here and get this 2.5 hours done, and let's
and they
like
did. They got that
they
accomplished.
got it done.
I mean, I think they need to drop some "You Don't Love Penta" shirts, man. I think it'll be a hot seller.
Yeah.
They need to drop that, man, because that's exactly what I was thinking. I didn't know Penta noticed that they have been booking him on a downward trajectory, and now he's going up against Rusev, who, in all fairness, had a way more interesting match at Clash of Paris than I ever thought they would be able to have.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, way more interesting than I thought. But I don't know what you do with Rusev, man. I guess you just keep having him around and doing this thing. But Penta, like he said, he want that championship match, man. It's time to elevate this guy to the next level, man. And we'll kind of see where he goes from there. The next match was Nikki Bella and Asuka. Yeah, it happened tonight. That was on the show. In case you guys was doing other things. Asuka is great in the ring. She did all she could to help Nikki.
Yeah, it did.
Nikki has never been. She was a twin. They had the look. They was remember when they used to slide in and out the bottom of the ring. They used to have all kind of stuff. They wasn't never like, oh, these are some great wrestlers. They wasn't that. She had a great look. We just liked her. That's kind of what it was with Nikki and Brie. We just liked them.
Yeah,
They
they had
just
charisma.
you should like. Yeah, you like them. But this match, I don't know. I don't know why. Not sure what they did this for.
I mean, it's a reason why. There's a reason why, like when she was in it about 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
around that time, like that they were because back then the only like serious full time like great women wrestlers were like AJ Lee because Lita was a part timer.
Mm-hmm.
She was on her way out. Trish was on her way out. So it's
You
like
might have
I
had
only
Natalia around that time.
Yeah,
yeah
yeah. But it was back then. It was more like divas, like real, like
yeah.
they're in the ring wrestling,
It's like
but
literally
wrestling. You know
And
what
I
I'm saying?
think was Naomi still a Funkadactyl during this time?
yeah. You had
Yeah,
and Paige. That's
Paige.
literally AJ Lee, Paige, Natalia. Those
yeah.
were
The
like
real.
Naomi was great, but those were the four women that were great, like wrestlers and great workers back then. Everyone else was just there because they had a look and they had
Yeah,
charisma.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we remember that they felt like Nikki and Brie felt like they started the women's evolution, the hashtag and everything. So they get a lot of credit, but it's not necessarily for what they do in the ring. This match, I don't know. Like I said, man, there seems like there's room. That could have been Asuka and against a debuting, Sol Ruka or a debuting Jada Parker or a debuting
Yeah.
Lash
Just to
Legend.
get them up there to see how it is.
I mean, they could have done that, but they chose to use Nikki for the fact that she has more brand and name recognition. They definitely don't care about bringing Brie back. They just like Brie.
She not
They
she
just
not
like no.
coming back.
They're like no.
If
We don't
Daniel
want
Bryan ain't coming back, she ain't coming back.
and he's not. He just started. I think he's just starting full time with AEW as far as commentary.
Yeah, so he ain't.
That so he's tucked in. So we don't need Bree. We got a lot on NXT. Not to mention, if they get somebody from AAA that can cross over to the main roster, if they get somebody from TNA that can cross over to the main roster, there's so much of a feeder system. They still got LFG coming into NXT. Evolve coming into NXT. So I don't think they really need to do much. Like I said, it is a pretty crowded field, but there are moments where I'm like, we could have did something different here. We could have like an open challenge for NXT superstars. Like let's just find one girl to do open challenges for NXT women and they just do a different woman every week and see how it goes. Like that's what I want to see. And that way we can keep rotating somebody and they can just come out there and do something instead of Nikki Bella and Oscar. I mean, Nikki wasn't even part of the argument, and now she by the team with Rhea Ripley, it looks like, to take on the Kabuki Warriors.
Which
Um,
is crazy.
I, I don't know where this came from.
Like that,
Like it came literally out of nowhere. Like 1 minute we're watching Oscar and Kyrie, and then the camera pans back and Rhea's there. It's like,
you know,
where does this come from?
and like the three of them now got to carry like Nikki through a match.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's Nikki just she knew to leave Becky Lynch alone. That's for sure. She was like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm done with that.
yeah,
Like, what
that
else y'all
was.
got for me? Y'all got something else, She done with that.
I'm surprised they haven't sent her to like NXT to kind of help, you know, build those women up down there.
I sent her to TNA. I think any other place would be good, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I felt because at NXT those girls would probably run circles around her, man. I
It'd
mean, I
just give
would,
us a reason to tune in though.
yeah, like build wise and like statue of her and like Soul Ruka on paper would be good, but
Hmm.
the match Soul Ruka would I can see like a botch when she tries to do her finisher
Hmm.
on like Nikki's part from not being in the right spot or something like that, which is crazy.
Yeah,
But
it's not much they can do. They just she got a name, so they're gonna keep using her. And I don't know what else they could really do, man. Maybe she needs to go to SmackDown just to if you keep bouncing around enough, it'll feel fresh. we'll sort of forget that we kind of really maybe not want to really see it. But after this, we had our main event, LA Knight and Bronson Reed. Obviously, this one is going to end the way Monday Night Raw ends. A bunch of interference from the Vision, a couple other people. It's going to be a big brawl. We're going to hit the credits. That's pretty much what happened here. Eventually, Breaker got involved, and Jimmy Uso came out. Then Jay came out. Things got all over the place. I'm not even sure if there was a definitive winner.
Yeah,
Did
No,
Bronson win? Oh, he
Bronson
did.
won.
So
Yeah,
it was after, so it was after that. So these guys went at it, and then the hijinks started. It ended with Jay hitting LA Knight with a spear to give us something to go off of. Jimmy still playing peacemaker. He just standing over the body of LA Knight, trying to figure out what just happened. Jay is on a power trip right now. He's been going through it, so we just gonna have to wait for the tag match, man, and see if it's gonna be any more interesting. But this is about as much star power as they're gonna get inside the ring, because they're probably not gonna do much Seth wrestling on Raw, CM Punk wrestling on Raw. So this is probably the next best thing as far as star power and being able to keep people to the end. So what you thought about this main event?
uh, I don't know. It ended. It ended crazy. I mean, the like Brunson getting the win. It just ended crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see them actually getting the pin. Like I seen them get the pin, but I'm thinking that it was gonna be the interference and like the normal, interference like they normally do. You know what I'm saying? But they actually did have an actual winner
Mm-hmm.
this time, so that what threw me off, because they always have an interference and then they keep going from there. And when they said that Brunson won, I'm like, he won? Like that's that yeah the night that match and the night was just. Like I said, I couldn't get in. I couldn't get into it. I
Yeah, I
couldn't.
barely remembered he won. So there's a whole lot going on there, man. What you thought about this main event, Stan, man? How they ended
the
it?
same thing. Like it was. I was honestly waiting on like the uh the interference. I was kind of shocked that we actually had a winner, and then at the end when Jay speared LA Knight, I was just like, I wonder where this is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's weird because it's like, all right, so you about to have a match in 2 weeks with Division, and then now I guess maybe when that program is done, which is never done, you're gonna go into it with LA Knight. So I mean, it's good to give these two guys like something. I don't know. Like once again, like is like not Jay, Jimmy. I
Yeah,
don't want
just
to say he get. Yeah, I don't want to say my boy getting lost in the shuffle, but he's there. But he's kind of like the middleman.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
He's
Jimmy is like the towels in your mama bathroom that you can't use. Like
mm-hmm.
it look nice, but it's like they really don't serve much of a purpose. Like it's just there. It's just there.
like, and I always felt between the two of them, like Jay had more charisma on the mic,
Mm-hmm.
but I've always felt like Jimmy was the better wrestler out of two of them. Like, that's how I used to tell them apart. Like when they first started, their hair was the exact same. Like
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like Jimmy was like the better wrestler, but Jay had the more charisma, and that's why he broke out, and so that got that crazy push.
Yep, like Gunther said, man. He told Jimmy you should have said yeet first. That was
Yeah.
it. All you needed. So that was just missed. Just missed the
Jimmy
mark.
gotta find something, man. I need Jimmy with singles gold. I don't care if they bring back the 24/7 title, the hardcore title. He go get NXT. I don't care. Something singles. My man needs it. Like I don't care.
Hopefully, Jimmy gets something out of all of this, man. It's not looking good, but
Bro, the
we
whole
do have the
family
best.
don't want to go.
Yeah,
Whole
even
family.
Solo Jacob then came along.
Everybody. Naomi.
I mean,
Everybody.
at this rate, his unborn child might capture
Bruh.
gold before he does.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't know about like that, man.
I mean, this. he right back in the tag matches again. You know,
Rock got gold. Nia Jax got gold.
everybody's getting gold,
But
man.
that's the only way he can stand out though, man. Is the tag team. Like Stan was saying, he don't have that star power to really take it over like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't have that. His
And
brother got it.
I feel like he can't, cause like when they was doing all the behind the scenes stuff was when Stephanie was with them for that episode. Like Solo and Jimmy were like the two funny guys. So I'm like, Solo translated that to WWE. Why can't Jimmy? It felt like Jimmy when they were the bloodline and when Sammy was around, he was perfect. So I'm like, oh, Jimmy might be the one that when they break off that, but it didn't happen. So I was like, bro, be yourself. Like,
Mm.
stop walking around in like all black, cause just be yourself, bro. You can be walking around all black, be goofy, like be yourself, cause it worked for Solo. And everybody was like, bro, Solo. When Solos changed and started doing a little small stuff, doing matches and adding more character and being a little bit funny, everybody's like, oh, push this dude to the moon.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like it's just like
Yeah. We'll hope. Well, if we get Jay and LA Knight after WrestlePalooza, which may happen, maybe we'll see Jimmy break off and do something on his own. So he has a shot.
Give me Jimmy versus Ron Killings. Maybe Ron can teach him.
Well, he's back to our truth now.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, well, yeah,
That man cut his hair for no reason. He might as well kept them two little dreads on the top of his head.
I don't know what's about to happen with Archie, man. I don't know.
I don't want to tell you, man, but I think it's over.
Yeah,
I think it's over.
Has he been back on TV since?
yeah.
Yeah, he did a backstage segment with John
With
Cena.
Johnson, which
Okay.
left me to believe like they was gonna run it back because when John, it was weird. John was playing it like art, like he was saying it like, "Oh man, why did you do all that stuff? Why did you make that kid cry?" Like you're John Cena. John Cena saying to Archie like, "You're John Cena. I'm like the good guy. You're the bad guy." So I thought that they was gonna do something with that, but nothing ever came of it. So yeah,
Well, that was Monday Night Raw tonight. Someone's gonna hit, someone's gonna miss, man. Either way, we will be back here next week covering Monday Night Raw, and which is likely to end with a brawl in the main event with the Vision and the Usos and company. So be sure to tune in for that. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Definitely share it. You can catch us on all platforms wherever you get your podcasts: YouTube, iHeart, Spotify. Please look for the Wrestle for Real podcast. Hey, Stan, I appreciate you being on tonight. Spook, appreciate you being on tonight, man. Until next week, I'm going to see y'all in a little bit.
all right.